She's the one that you go to when you feel like you've exhausted all other avenues and you're looking for direct sales coaching that gets you quick results. With her tough mama bear strategies, plus her fun, funny, exciting, and outrageously crazy energy infused coaching, she's going to take you from running like a chicken with its head cut off to creating a symmetry between your life and business. Here to help you double, triple, and 10 times your direct sales income, she's Power Coach Alishia. Hey there, I'm Power Coach Alishia, and welcome to the Direct Sellers Rockcast, where you're going to learn direct sales the smart way. There's no fluff, no hand-holding, and no bullshit here, just simple systems for your direct sales success. Hello, my people! It's Power Coach Alishia here, and welcome to the Direct Sellers Rockcast. This is episode 35, and it's part 3 of the secret formula for always having more than enough time. So if you haven't listened to part 2, which is episode 34, and part 1, which is episode 33, make sure you go back and listen to those episodes because we have been rocking and rolling it through this process of learning the formula for always having more than enough time. We've chunked it down, and so far, I've talked to you all about how to celebrate your successes and why you must be doing this, how to reflect on the things that aren't working and make a plan to turn things around. And in this episode, we're talking about how to track your direct sales business like a rock star. Now, I've gotten lots of messages and emails saying how much you guys have loved this 3-part series and how much you love the Direct Sellers Rockcast. And so many of you have already snagged up your 2017 Rockstar Success System. So I am so excited for you and that you've done that and that you love what you're learning here. Okay, so anyways, let's jump into what we're going to talk about in this episode because I want to wrap up this 3-part series because after this, we're going into holidays. We're going to be talking all about holidays the smart way. So I'm just going to give you a quick rundown so we can get on the same page because I'm so excited. Then I'll bring you all the way back to this, the secret formula for always having enough time, more than enough time. Okay. So we're going to be talking about goodie bags. Then we're talking about holiday recruiting, holiday selling, holiday hostess coaching, and holiday bookings. So make sure that you have subscribed, you've downloaded, that you're sharing these rockcasts because I'm telling you what, they should be changing your life and your business. I mean, if they aren't, then you shouldn't even be here. All right. So with that, let's get started because we have a lot to cover in today's episode. The first thing that I want you to know and to remember and to think about when it comes to tracking is to track with intention. Track with intention. Okay. I just got to warn you really quick. There's a preachism coming right now. If you're in my Party Plan Power Start program or my Rockstar Direct Sales Academy Unity or my Party Plan Profit Lab, or you've hung out in Direct Sellers Rock for any amounts of time, you know how big I am on tracking your numbers and not just relying on your company system to do it. You know that you should be running your numbers every 30 days for the previous 90 days. That way, you know what kind of track you're on. And when you know what kind of track you're on, your business goes up, up, up. Now, of course, that's because what you do for your business today affects it 90 days from now. So when you track every 30 days, you're going to have solid data as to where you should focus and where you need to tweak. It's a beautiful thing. But if you're not doing that and you're going all willy-nilly, you're not paying attention to what the hell that you're doing, you have these goals, but you don't have any idea where you are. You have these goals and you don't know where your weaknesses are and you're not working on the weaknesses. Maybe you've been buying Rockstar training all willy-nilly and not systematized, right? Not strategically because it looks good or it's on sale and you're not strategically buying what you need to succeed, it's going to screw up your whole success. And then it's going to keep starting you over at day 1 instead of getting to day 90, right? So make sure that you're doing that previous 90 days tracking every 30 days because it'll always have a new 30 days on it. Get it? If you're always doing the last 90 days of tracking every 30 days, it'll always have a new 30 days connected to it. If you're doing worse, then your averages, your number, your data will go down. If you're doing better, your averages, your numbers, and your data will go up. If you're staying the same, it'll stay pretty close to the same. No matter what, your data tells you where you need to focus your training and your time to be successful, which is a really beautiful thing. All right. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this Rockcast explaining to you how to run your numbers, because if you check out Rockstar TV, which is the Direct Sellers Rock YouTube channel, then you're going to be able to learn exactly step by step how to run your numbers. That's going to be linked in your show notes, by the way, at 035.directsellersrock.com. So just so you know, I'm not going to teach you how to run your numbers here, but there will be a link in your show notes that takes you over to Rockstar TV, which is our Direct Sellers Rock YouTube channel, which will talk to you all about how to run your numbers, okay? Today, I want to talk to you about 3 reasons why you need to be tracking and how tracking affects your business. I mean, literally, I could end this episode right now because I've already talked to you about the ways that it affects your business, but I still want to go into it a little bit deeper and make sure that this system and this technique is embedded into your mind, okay? So the number one reason why you should be tracking is so that you can gauge your consistency. When you're running your numbers every 30 days for the previous 90 days, you're going to get clear really quick on how you're doing. Now, just so you know, your numbers are usually lower than what you thought they would be. All right. So that's something that you have to know. In your mind, you might think that you're selling $80 a person and you have a $500 party average. But numbers don't lie. So when you run the numbers, you're getting like real with yourself, which either lights a fire or maybe it bums you out. But that's what I'm here for, to kick your ass and make sure that you don't get bummed out and you don't end up quitting, right? And give you that plan to skyrocket and go forward. Remember, numbers is not about upsetting you and disappointing you. It's about making sure you're being real with yourself about where you are so that you can get where you're going. So let's say, like I said, you thought, or you say, oh no, I have about an average $500 party and I'm selling about $80 per person. You're probably selling more like $60 per person. And your average is probably more like $350, $400. That is for people who haven't ran their numbers and are just going off the cuff. Okay. So what you think your averages are, they're usually lower than what they really are. That's why it's important to run the numbers so you can really gauge your consistency and be real with yourself about where you are. The number 2 reason why you should be tracking is so you can see if you're on track. When you're running your numbers every 30 days, not only will you see your numbers for that month, but you'll see them for the entire 90 days. So that way you will know that based on the efforts that you're making, if you need to keep that pace or not in order to hit your goals, right? Now, this is really huge for end of months, right? You could, if you're tracking every 90 days, you're not going to get to an end of the month and be like, oh my gosh, I only need $100 more to win the free trip or hit my leadership incentive or get to the next level, okay? This is the number 1 reason why people miss the trips, the next leadership level, or to get their bonus checks, because once they run the numbers, it's too late. If you're always running the numbers for the previous 90 days, then you can set up the next 30 days for success. I will say that again. If you're always running the numbers for the previous 90 days, you can set your next 30 days up for success. But if you're looking at like in arrears, like, okay, you get through this 30 days, you look at the last 30 days, like, oh shit, I'm late. Like, let's say it's the 28th day of the month. Oh, I'm not going to make it. I don't have enough time. But you're supposed to be tracking to be proactive. So you're looking back to plan for the future. You don't look back to plan for the current. Does that make sense? All right. So the number 3 reason why you should be tracking is so you can have plenty of time to tweak. If you're not on track, you can make the needed changes to course correct, right? That's basically what I just barely explained to you in just a different way. Because there's nothing worse than thinking that you're on track, and then you get to the end and you find out you missed it by a couple $1,000s or by 4 team members, right? Now I'm talking about the end of the year now. I just gave you an example for the end of the month, but if you're not tracking for the previous 30 days, you might get to the end of the year and only be a couple $1,000s off and 4 team members. That's happened to me before, and it freaking sucks. A couple $1,000s could have meant you doing just one more party per month. And the 4 team members would have meant following up with 12 more people who wanted more information about doing what you do. Do you see that? So if you're off by a couple $1,000s and 4 team members, literally that's 1 more party a month and 12 more recruit interviews. Hashtag boom, you would have hit the goal. But you didn't know that because you got too far to the end before you paid attention. See what I mean here? Also, tracking helps eliminate that desperation feeling, right? So you see those posts on Facebook. You're probably doing them. I only need $100 more to hit my goal for the month. Is anybody willing to place an order and help me out? It's so freaking annoying and it irritates the shit out of me. It does. It irritates me because that's a person who wants help from other people to reach their goals and be successful in their business when they're not willing to step up and do what it takes to be successful in the first place. Okay? Because like I said, and I always say, if you're running your business like a true entrepreneur, like you invested $1 million to start it, you wouldn't constantly be scrambling to hit your numbers. You would know where you were before, know what changes you need to make. The next 30 days, implement those changes. So when you ran the numbers again, you should have either hit your goal, exceeded your goal, or been hella freaking close. Okay? It's not like you run the last 90 days and then all of a sudden you're hitting your goal like clockwork. You know, you're having those results like clockwork. That's not how it works. It's the consistent efforts of tracking, tweaking, and training, plus implementing over and over, doing those things over and over again that gets you on that consistent track to reach your goals. And at any time, if you get off track, you get distracted, you feel sorry for yourself for a week, you take a month off, 2 weeks off, you stop booking parties, or you stop tracking and paying attention, you stop training, you stop showing up. Any time you start back at day 1 and you're more frustrated, stressed, and overwhelmed because your business isn't where it would have been if you would have just kept going. Okay? So when you're consistently tracking, you don't have to worry about this kind of stuff. You will always be on target. And when you find that you aren't, you're going to have plenty of time to tweak and make it happen, which is why so many direct sellers love the Rockstar Success System. It has you tracking each and every party plus your recruit leads that you're getting every single month. And because it's the perfect purse size, you will always have your numbers right there with you. So you can run your numbers when you're waiting in the pickup line for the kids. You can run your numbers when you're at a mommy play date. You can run your numbers when you're getting the tire changed or the oil changed or, something like that. Okay. Now, if I haven't given you enough reasons to track already in this episode, there's really nothing that I can do to convince you, because everything that I've said right now is every reason why you need to be tracking on a consistent basis. You need to be tracking today for the previous 90 days. So if I haven't been able to convince you to track, maybe I can convince you to get yourself the gift of the Rockstar Success System this year. It's structured so that everything you need is already there for you to implement and start seeing results quickly. And the reason why is because I've deliberately systemized every aspect of prioritizing, organizing, managing, and balancing your life plus your business. Okay? And what I'm going to do for you inside of that the training that comes with the Rockstar Success System, it helps you start your day off like we've been talking about of these last 3 episodes. It helps you start your day off with a small yet powerful things that you need to be tackling first on your accomplishment list that you really want to get done, so that when the end of the day comes, you feel excited and confident that you can do it all. I've really done all the heavy lifting for you. My Rockstar Success System is sitting right here next to me. I'm planning things out in it all the time. I'm mapping out my own LuLaRoe Bessie's boutique business. I'm mapping out the Rockstar Direct Sales marketing plan. I'm getting ready to use it to map out my end of year exercise plan and the different things I'm going to do there. Like, I've already done it all for you and laid it out for you so you can do all these different things. And then I'm also teaching you the exact order to structure your life. And if you've been paying attention in this 3-part series of how to always have more than enough time, I've taught you parts of that. The deep, deep, deep training of how to put yourself first without feeling guilty, how to make lasting change, and really, really, really prioritize, organize, manage, and balance your life, plus your business, is inside of the Rockstar Success System. And it's your all-in-one system to keep everything organized easily and effectively without the stress and overwhelm of the traditional calendars and planners, I should say. Okay. So listen, I wanted to talk to you quickly about tracking because it's not a long process of me telling you that you need to track, why you need to track, the importance of tracking. Of course, in your show notes at 035.directsellersrock.com, you're going to snag those up and you're going to head over to the Rockstar TV or the Direct Sellers Rock YouTube channel and really learn how to run those numbers so that you can do it consistently on a regular basis so you can get those results. Okay. So I want to make it very, very, very clear that you have to be tracking where you are so you know where you are going. I hope that makes complete sense. I always say, if you have any questions, you can feel free to go to directsellersrock.com, which is the community that I have for you. And you can always ask questions there. Okay. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them at directsellersrock.com and stay with us over the next few quintuply episodes, because remember, we're going into holidays the smart way, which is our theme for the next little while here on the Direct Sellers Rock Rockcast at Rockstar Direct Sales. Like, it's the theme for the month. So I'm looking forward to teaching you holidays the smart way, having you rock and roll right along with us. Make sure you snag up your show notes at 035.directsellersrock.com. Again, that's 035.directsellersrock.com. And I will see you on episode 26, or hear you, or you'll hear me. I always do that. On episode 26, where we're going to be talking all about using goodie bags to market your business during Halloween specifically. Okay. Because coming up later on as we get closer to Black Friday, I want to talk to you all about Black Friday goodie bags. So the next episode, you're going to want to make sure that you get on so you don't make the mistakes that most people make with goodie bags during Halloween. All right. So I will hear you. You will hear me on episode 36. Make sure you go to 035.directsellersrock.com and snag up your show notes. Are you sick of feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, stressed, and running like a chicken with its head cut off? You're going here, you're going there, you're doing this, you're doing that, plus being everything for everyone while your life and business are a chaotic mess? Well, listen up, because the Rockstar Success System is exactly what you're looking for, and it's custom designed for direct sellers just like you. It's your one-stop shop planner, plus calendar, plus tracker, plus accountability, plus your organization, plus your personal development, and your training. So your day starts with a small yet powerful accomplishment that skyrockets your success and efficiency in all areas of your life, plus your business. It's the first system of its kind for direct sellers that eliminates the unorganized chaos of being pulled in 10 different directions, and it gives you that peace of mind in knowing exactly what to focus on each day to keep your life plus your business in balance. It banishes that overwhelm and frustration with an easy-to-implement system that keeps you on track and focused on the right things that increases your profit and organizes your life chaos. It also stops you from barely being afloat in your life and business, and it puts you on cloud 9 with your house running in tip-top shape and your business is growing day by day, week by week, and month by month. So if you're ready to prioritize, organize, manage, and balance your life plus your business, go to rss.directsellersrock.com. That's rss.directsellersrock.com.